2-1 victory for much of the game. You spent it in front of the other team's goal. Overall, what did you think about the way your team played tonight?
Yeah, for the most part, we were pretty good. We were in control. We created enough chances to put it to bed earlier, and weren't quite clinical in front of goal. Yeah, it's a game I thought we should have finished off earlier than a little chaos in the last 10 minutes once we give up a goal. But yeah, I mean, 18 shots, 7 on goal. Like, I think the possession's got to be 65-70% plus, like the most we've had in a long time. I didn't think we were efficient enough in how we moved the ball because the center backs had no pressure. We weren't quite sharp enough to play fast enough to break them down. But when there's 11 guys behind the ball in a low block, it's hard to score. So yeah, and I told the guys at the end of the game there were some sad faces, and I was like, yeah, it's a victory. It's 2-1. Of course, you wanted a better score line, but at the end of the day, there's no BCS points here. Like, we're just trying to win games. So yeah, and take some pride. Winning is not easy. Take pride in winning.
Before the game, you said Oral Roberts is a talented team that didn't have the results they wanted coming into today, and you described them as a little bit desperate to get a result. What did you think about the way your guys handled that aspect of their hunger or desperation or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I mean, we caught them on the end of a long road trip after a tough game at Wake on Thursday. Yeah, I mean, I thought we were in, like, outside of a couple moments, I thought we were in, like, very good control of the game. I thought our balance was decent. We recovered, when we lost it in the attacking third and they, tried to exit, we were in good spots most of the time. We just weren't sharp to, like, really repress them and try to recover the ball on our own loss of possession. And then a few moments on, like, goal kicks, we didn't get it right when they were able to build through us. But overall, we'll take a lot of positives out of that one.
One of the storylines today, obviously, was Luis Flores playing against his old team. What was this day like for him, and did you have to say anything to him beforehand in terms of nerves or excitement or anything like that?
No, Luis is a very stoic young man. Yeah, he's a quiet guy. Like, he's loved in the locker room. Like, he's a jokester with the boys, but he's definitely reserved. He's not like, yeah, he had 2 really good chances. He's disappointed that he didn't tuck either one home. But yeah, he's effective. He's dangerous. He's always finding good spots, and then it's only a matter of time before he really starts banging in goals.
When you added him to your team, you described Mukisa Emmanuel as a guy who just scores goals, and he got his first 2 today. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, Mookie's he's an absolute handful to deal with. He can play back to goal and he can combine, but he's also fast enough to stretch. Like, he asks a lot of questions of the center backs. Yeah, if you're a center back, Mookie's not the kind of guy you really want to see on the other side of the team. He's just going to beat on you all day, and he's going to create chances and be pretty relentless. So yeah, I thought Mookie was good. He scored 2 good goals. He finished them both well. Yeah, it's good to see him open his account.
His second goal looked like it was really set up by Landon Hickam, who had a beautiful slide tackle without taking the guy down, or at least drawing a whistle, and then popped up and found Clanton Pimentel with a pass that led to the goal. What did you think of? You've talked about Hickam after the first few games, but what did you think of him today?
I thought he was outstanding today. Yeah, if Mookie doesn't score 2 goals, like, he's got a shout for man of the match for sure. Like, he recovered the ball. I don't know if he gave one away. He wasn't. I mean, he started his first 2 games on opening weekend. He was a bit nervous. He wasn't himself, and then he was good on Thursday, and he was excellent tonight. So, yeah, I think there's not to heap too much pressure or praise on him, but like, he's performing at a very good level, and if he keeps doing that, like, we got a guy that's going to be able to do some special things.
You always talk about your team killing off a game with a lead in the proper way, and Oral Roberts got its goal with, I don't know, 10 minutes left or something like that, and you described the time after that as pretty chaotic. What did you think of the way your guys handled the final few minutes to get this one to the finish line?
Yeah, to give up a goal, I haven't seen it yet. I should have watched it, but to give up a goal the way we did, with 10 minutes left, we're trying to make a couple changes to get some fresh legs on. We knew how the chances were going to come from them. It was going to be in transition, or it was going to be big balls over the top. We got caught, center backs were tired. Yeah, so we give up the goal, we bring in 3 changes. We didn't give up. There was a corner, a couple free kicks that we dealt with okay. Yeah, I thought we saw it out okay. I don't know if you ever see a college game that's a 1-goal game that the winning team sees out the game just passing the ball to death. Like, it always ends in, be it at SMU or everywhere else you watch, like, it always ends at some like level of like ball in the box and second ball on clearances and headers, and like it just seems to always end that way. And you have to be good enough and like take care of all the small details of how do you eliminate all risk of counterattack? How do you play the ball into areas that are not going to create turnovers, or that if you do turn it over, you have enough numbers around just to kill it and, tackle the ball out of bounds and whatnot. We talk about keeping the ball on the edges and like not letting the opponent change sides, and all the little details of the last 10 to 6 minutes left to see it out. And I thought we were fine, but this was the first game we had to kill, like with a 1-goal lead. So first game we were chasing, second game we didn't score. The other night we made it 3-1, so we never got to that moment. So this is a good experience for us.